audience, what you doing looking at a delicious bagel that I'm sure makes you hungry, but maybe not if you don't like bagels. If you could smell me right now, I would smell like perfume. Yeah. That's because I got sprayed by perfume in the bus. The people in my bus are not my crowd. I'm like one of the least popular people in the bus. If they're pranking each other or messing with each other, it's always me that they're messing with. So, naturally, they're going around spraying perfume on people. I'm going to be the one who gets smothered in it. Not to mention, they had this little package thing called a fart bomb that you squeeze and then throw, and then it like makes this fart noise and then it smells like a fart. Well, they threw it, and then they stunk up the back of the bus. But I didn't really mind, because I couldn't smell it. It wasn't as bad, very much. It wasn't as bad as the other kids were saying it was. I've smelled worse. Mainly from my dad. Anyway. Let me just a second. I shouldn't eat while vlogging. So, it was after that, and I was sitting there, and then Ryan sprays me with perfume from so up close that it gets my shirt wet. My freaking shirt wet. And so then I'm just like, that's it. I'm going to the front of the bus. I've had enough. So then I go to the front of the bus and yeah. You know, whenever I vlog, it's always because I have a story to tell. Usually. Either that or it's because I have an awesome intro. Either that or I'm in a place outside of home. Whenever I vlog at home, it's always because I have either A, an awesome intro, or B, a story to tell. Or sometimes both, but not usually. What else was I going to talk about? Something else I was going to talk about. I thought of. Oh yeah. And so there's this tiny dog our neighbor has named Buttons. She was featured in one of my vlogs. I don't remember what it's called. I had to look on my computer to figure it out. I might not have named it though. And so I'm walking home with Ryan, and he goes into his yard, and there's this dog. And Buttons is running around in his yard, and he's like, because he doesn't know what dog that is and why it's there. So I say, it's probably the dog from 2 doors down, and then I'm gonna call her, come back to the house, which takes forever, because she, like, gets distracted as easily as Ethan Tapley, who gets distracted very easily. But strangely, when he's distracted, he becomes laser focused on his distraction, to where you can't get him to focus on what you're doing again until after he's gotten over the distraction. And it's one of the things I've learned by hanging around him a ton. When he's distracted, or when he's, like, frustrated, it's best just to let him work it out in his zone. He's really overdramatic. That's why my friend Zach likes to annoy him. Because Ethan's reactions are hilarious. One time, I was walking back from lunch, and Ethan walked over to the trash can with a bunch of spoons, with like an angry face, and I was like, "What's the matter?" And he's all like, Zach, and I'm like, "What did Zach do?" And he's like, he yelled spoon rain and threw a bunch of spoons at me. And I just laughed. Because just imagine it. Spoon rain! It's something I would do. Freaking something I would do. I wish I had been there to see it. Oh well. Is that all I have to say? There's gotta be something else. Vlogs can be 3 minutes, 4 minutes. But the other vlogs are shorter than that. I need to make my vlogs long and lengthy. It's funny because I was originally talking about Buttons, and now I'm talking about freaking Ethan Tappy. Oh yeah, we have to make a newspaper, like in clothing with newspaper, and that's what we were doing today. And we're making we made a newspaper toga. And yes, I'm not wearing a shirt, so it's my house. I can do what I want. Besides, the shirt freaking had a wet spot from the perfume on it, so that's why I took it off. And yes, I'm eating paper. Again, my house, I can do what I want. I mean, if I was having a girl over, like one that I liked, I'd be like, not doing this and not vlogging. Well, maybe I would vlog just to introduce you guys to her, but I certainly as heck would not be Oh, that reminds me. There's this girl that I know named Raceland, whose dad is friends with my dad. Like, they're friends from, like, college or high school or something. I don't know. She comes over sometimes. But she's not really, like, I don't like her. She's just a friend. And this piece of paper is huge, and this is not attractive. No. I hope no pretty girls are watching this, because I'm not attractive right now. Protection! So yeah, but she hasn't come over here since, like, I think before I started vlogging. So I've never featured her in a vlog before. I wonder if she would react. I know some people don't like being put on camera, but others are like, oh god. I know my mom hates it. Sydney hated it. The girl from the beginning of, like, that other vlog, or 2 vlogs ago, the one about the new cameraman, where I'm just like, I started out by pointing her and I say hi, and she's like, ah! I like her. Crap. Did I say that out loud? Well, let's hope she doesn't ever watch this ever. I'm thinking though, if she does, what's the harm? No, I don't know. If she were coming over, I'd be like, oh, okay then, spiffy time. What? I'm just gonna end this vlog now, because this is getting into pointlessness and also secrets that I'd rather not share with a gigantic audience. Arrivederci!